Hello everyone, this is Denise at All My Dolls, and finally I'm getting a video up that's kind of like what my dolls are wearing for the fall/winter. I had this whole cool thing planned where I was going to dress everybody, introduce the dolls with their names, and tell you the patterns that I made the outfits from, and all that kind of stuff. But I ran out of time. There wasn't enough break in my winter break. And I have some commissions and things coming up for my other hobbies. So the dolls they kind of did whatever they did. So at the moment, it's the Truly Me's and the Girl of the Year dolls that are actually dressed for the season. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm just not going to have time to redress the historicals. But what I'm going to do is redress the historicals for the spring, and then that's when I'll do an all my dolls. I'm thinking that will be better off. So here we are. I'm going to start from the back all the way up because it just makes like directional sense. So what I'm going to do is just tell you who the doll is, if I can remember her name from here, and whether or not I made the outfit. So that is Serenity over there. And Serenity is Truly Me 123. And I actually did go back as I was dressing them. I took their bracelets apart and I put their numbers except for a few, and I'll explain that to you later. She's wearing an unknown shirt and an unknown dress and a pair of patent leather shoes that I made. Now, one of the things that took me so long with dressing the dolls is that I've realized I didn't have enough socks. And for the life of me, I cannot find sock material for them. And pretty much because this is the dead of winter in Ohio, there are no, usually I use trouser socks, but there are no trouser socks anywhere because it's winter and all this stuff is off the shelves. And basically, it was like get a pair of $6 tights and cut them up. And I was like, nah, not for the number of dolls that I have. And I really did not want the t-shirt socks. I wanted something a little more dressy. So when the spring comes and trouser socks comes back, I'll just stock up on those and make a bunch of them and make sure I have them next year. At any rate, next is Charity. And Charity is number 85, I want to say offhand, Eddie Mode. She's wearing a sweater that I made and a skirt that I made and shoes from AliExpress. And I can definitely say that shirt is the warm winter noses. It's either warm winter noses or the cold winter toes. Those are two different patterns. And for life of me, I can't remember who they were from, but either I got the stuff on Etsy or I got it off the Pixie Fair website. So if you were to put that in there, you would be able to find that particular pattern. And what it is it's a hoodie and a pair of snow pants. And then I should probably say it's a like a jacket and a pair of snow pants. And then the other one is a turtleneck shirt and like they're not quite thermal leggings, but they're kind of thermal leggings ish that go under that snowsuit. Next is Mercy, and she's number 80, and she's wearing a shirt that I made. Ooh, and I want to say that shirt comes from either the McCall or the Simplicity pattern that I use all the time, and a simple skirt from some of my old blue jean skirts and shoes from AliExpress. And then Kenji, who I can't quite see, I think he's number 76. And then that is Ian, and Ian is 74, and they are wearing the Janie and Jack. Is it Janie and Jack? Yep, it's the Janie and Jack outfit from I think it was 2 years ago. And let's see, next we have Legacy. Legacy is number 58. Now, in the meantime, I've got two folks missing. Actually, I have three folks missing. And they were supposed to be my Mary, Joseph, and the angel Gabriel. But like I said, I didn't wind up getting up things in time for Christmas. And so they're in the movie theater, so I'll swing to them later. And that is the Boy Sonali mode. It's like 77. I think one of them is 77, but I'll show you in a moment. All right, so anyway, Casey is number 42. She could be 41. I think she's 42. And both her and Legacy are wearing sweaters that I knit. They're wearing tanks that are made from the same pattern that Legacy is wearing. I just didn't put the sleeves on. And Legacy has on a blue jean skirt that's made from an old skirt that I had. Casey is wearing a black wool skirt from one of my old skirts. The Legacy is wearing the boots. Oh, I'm trying to remember what outfit that is. That might be the school outfit from the Pleasant Company. And Casey is wearing the shoes from AliExpress. All right, so next to Casey, and just in case you got lost, Casey is wearing the orange sweater. Legacy's wearing the purple. And next is Ronnie. Ronnie is number 43, and she's wearing the same top as Charity, which I made from the Warm Winter Noses or Cold Winter Toes, whichever one that was. She's wearing the same black skirt as Casey is from one of my old wool skirts, and a pair of tennis shoes that I got off of Amazon. You know, you get that 6-pack of tennis shoes. Next, ooh, I have to look. Number 38. I cannot remember her name. So number 38, I actually had to look. Her name is Quinn. And Quinn, it's kind of an odd name for me to have picked, which is probably why I had a hard time remembering it. She's in the blue sweater. It's one of the sweaters that I knit from the simple sweater pattern that I made. She probably has on a white tank, just like Casey and Legacy. And she has one of these miscellaneous leggings. Now, I have 2 pair of these leggings. It just came from, I bought dolls and they had random clothes. And I could not find any tag on those leggings, so I have no idea where they came from. Then she's wearing white sneakers, and I'm pretty sure those particular sneakers came from when Hobby Lobby was selling the doll shoes, and that's where I got those particular ones from. Next is that Leilani? I want to say she's Leilani. I'm going to have to look for this one too. Yep, this is Leilani. And Leilani is number 29. Leilani has a brown sweater that I knit. And she has the same brown and white, this kind of tweedish skirt that Charity has on. It was made from my old skirts. And she has a pair of knit boots from a pattern that I adapted from a baby boot pattern. Next is this lovely lady in red, and she is Zaria. Zaria is number 27. Wait, no, she is not Zaria. She is Aria. Ooh. All right, so, or Aria. She is wearing a shirt. You know what? I'm not even sure which pattern that shirt is from. Yes, but anyway, it used to be one of my old sweaters that got a hole in it. And so I cut her a sweater out of it. You know what? And I think that's kind of really cool. It's just sometimes I have like outfits and things that I really, really like. And for some reason or another, I can't wear them anymore. And I mean, I could donate them to charity. I can't gift them to anybody in my family because there's only my 2 nieces are the only girls. And they are bigger and taller than I am. So it's just kind of nice when I have like something I really, really like and I know I can no longer wear it, especially if it's damaged. I can cut around it and make an outfit for a doll who will never grow out of it. So I still kind of get to enjoy it. So at any rate, she has on a sweater that I made from one of my old sweaters. She also has on the black skirt that Ronnie and Casey have on that also come from one of my favorite black wool skirts that I could no longer wear. And she has a pair of patent leather shoes on. And you know what? I want to say that particular shoe pattern, when I had the Springfield doll. She had on a pair of shoes like that. And at some point, I lost one of the shoes. So I just cut that shoe open and traced that pattern. And I've been making shoes from that pattern for some time. Next is Adara. And Adara is number 26. And she's wearing a blue and gray sweater that I knit. She has a white tank on underneath that. One of the blue jean skirts from the blue jean skirt that I had. And she's wearing those are crochet boots from a Pixie Fair pattern that I cannot remember the name of, but those boots are so cool and you're going to see them a lot. It was like a crochet loop stitch boot or something like that. It is the cutest pattern. If you crochet, you really should try that pattern. And maybe I'll put it in my top 10 patterns review, which I hope to do before the end of January. We'll see how that goes. So I had to get a little closer because I put a big chair in the middle of the walkway. I don't know, like who does that? And next, this one is Zaria. And Zaria is number 25. She should be number 25. And she is wearing a sweater. I have no idea where it came from. It was in the bag with the miscellaneous white leggings that have appeared more than once. No tag on it, but it's the cutest sweater. She's also wearing a skirt from one of my skirts. And I have no idea where these shoes come from either. There's another item that was in the bag. Next is number 19, and she is Roisin. And Roisin is wearing a sweater that I knit. She has on a orange shirt, short sleeve shirt, just like this one. And that shirt is from the McCall Patterns. It's the short sleeve version of the longer sleeve shirts that you'll see on some of the other dolls. And she has a khaki skirt from, you guessed it, one of my favorite khaki skirts that could no longer be worn for some reason. And she also has on that crochet loop stitch boot. Next, I have number 15, and her name is Hazel, which is actually a surprise to me because she had been hanging around. I feel like number 15's been here for she's been here at least 6 months, maybe a little longer. And it took me not long to give her a name, but she is Hazel. She's wearing that orange short sleeve shirt, just like Roisin. Now, I really should remember the name of this one because I've been like making it forever. But it's the one from the video I just made, and it'll probably come back to me as soon as I stop recording. But it's that 70s wrap dress study hall. It's the study hall dress. And it is so adorable. And I made several versions, so you're going to see it over and over again. And she has on the boots from AliExpress. Next to her is Sasha. And Sasha is number 11. She is wearing the Town and Country. I feel like she's wearing the Town and Country. Also love this dress. And these pink boots also came from Hobby Lobby. Next to her is Mira, and Mira is number 4, of course. She's also wearing the study hall, and she's actually wearing the shirt that came with the study hall pattern. I've only made a few of those, but she's actually wearing that one. And she's wearing shoes that also came from Hobby Lobby. And now I'm going to move a little bit down to number 2. And sorry about number 2's hair. I've been fighting with this curtain setup for a while, which is, it's askew, but it's still up on the wall. And it took me a while to get it back up there. So it's just going to be like that. Trying to find a curtain that will block the light for the most part. And so number 2 is wearing a knit dress. I knit this dress a couple of weeks ago, and I did the pattern review for this knit dress along with the Faraway Downs dress. I love this thing. Absolutely love it. I found the cables a little tedious, but I always find cables tedious. That's just one of those things. And she's also wearing the crochet loop boots, which is absolutely adorable. Love, love, love this knit dress. I'll be knitting lots of those and different variations of them. So I have these two ladies. This is my CYO Reagan. And then we have Summer, which is the Julie with the face up. And then over here I have Yvette and McKenna, and they're all wearing the gold dresses I made. Maybe might be 3, 4, might even be 5 years ago that I made these gold dresses. I think they're from the first set of dresses I actually made the very first Christmas I started with the American Girl dolls. And they all have on random shoes, so there's really no way for me to kind of talk about them. I know that Reagan is wearing Isabel's. I think it's Isabel's gold dance shoes. Um, Summer has on some shoes from, is it Sophia or Sophie's? I'm not really sure. Um, Yvette has on shoes from My Life. It was that black shoe that was like their their thing shoe, and I took them and painted them all kind of different colors, gold and tan and black, and I don't know, it was interesting. And then I have no idea what shoe McKenna is wearing. It has no brand in it, but it's really cute. Jess is wearing a tank with a sweater knit by me. And underneath that is the Study Hall jumper again. You see how much I love it. From a random pair of plaid pants that were like donated to me. And she's wearing knit boots that were adapted to the from the baby pattern that I mocked up or I arranged so it would fit 18-inch dolls. And then Sonali is wearing the Team USA snow outfit, and Krissa is wearing her own snow outfit. Sage over there is wearing her leggings and her boots and her sweater, and I'm assuming that's her shirt underneath there. I would assume. I'm going to move down to the Kanani twins. Kanani and Kanoa are both wearing the study hall, and they're wearing the long sleeve version. You know what? I should just say Kanani, Kanoa, who is also Kanani, and the Leah. They're all wearing the study hall, and they're all wearing the long sleeve version of the. You know what? Let's just take this all back. Kanani and Kanoa, Leah, Gabriella, Blair are all wearing the long sleeve tee from the McCall pattern. They are all wearing the study hall in different fabrics. These three have on the knit boots that I made from the pattern. Oh, this right here is I want to say this is an apple totes pattern. No, yeah, I think this is the Bella shoe. And this is an apple totes pattern. One of my favorites because I can cut it with my Cricut. That makes sure it's nice and accurate. So this is the Bella, and there's also a version that the Welly Wishers are wearing, but I didn't dress them. And then this is the patent leather shoe. These three right here are all from the pattern that I took from that shoe from the Springfield. Also just a basic pattern. Here we go. Let's just cover all those ladies in one pass. Okay, so it was getting a little dark over here because I was standing in the light. And now I've got Joss. And Joss is also wearing the Town and Country dress. And Corinne is, I have to look at Corinne. Oh my goodness. She's also wearing the study hall. And this is an American Girl doll t-shirt. It's the one with the flower. No, it's a green tree, and I have no idea where it came from. Just another something else random in the bag. Covey has on, I can't remember which one this is. I want to say offhand that this is something navy. Oh, that's so funny. Yes. Okay. So just randomly, I looked down and the bag was there. This is the something navy puffer coat, and she has on the other pair of those white leggings, and these should be her tennis shoes. I have another pair of sequin shoes that also came randomly. No idea where they're from, and so I have to make sure I remember which ones is Covey's and which ones is, the random pair. So Logan over here is wearing a athletic turtleneck, which is the same pattern from the warm winter toes, cool winter nose, or whichever one that is. Um, that's that pattern. He has on his pants and a pair of tennis shoes that came from Hobby Lobby. Then we have Tenny. That should also be the something navy coat. She has on a blue t-shirt underneath, which is the same t-shirts the other ladies have on from that pattern. A pair of random blue jean leggings, which came with Gabriella, but they're not Gabriella's leggings, and the something navy boots. Then this is Z, and Z back here has on, I want to say this is also a something navy shirt, sweater. And I got this sweater because I have one that looks almost just like it. So I got it for Twin Day for the school. She's also wearing a pair of khakis from one of my old skirts and the tennis shoes from Hobby Lobby. And that is it for all of the. Oh, no, it's not it. We have to go two more places. So this first girl is Iris, and she is truly me 50. I wanted to turn on the Christmas lights, but I noticed that they wreak havoc with the camera, so no Christmas lights. And then in the back is Carly, and she is my second Caroline. I've been trying to sell her for ages. Seems to be hard to sell her. So at some point during the next go around, she may or may not be in the lineup. We'll see how that goes. Now, Iris is wearing some random cargo pants, and I want to say they belong to Leah. That's a good question. And she's got on these pink shoes that go with this wrap tank and shorts combo, which is laying around somewhere. And then she has on half of the hiking outfit. I let my students dress her. And that's what she's been wearing in my classroom since the first week of December. So it is what it is. Now, Carly has on the study hall and probably a white tee underneath that. She has on a brown sweater that I knit. She also has on the crochet loop boots that are just really awesome, and I love, love, love. And last is number 62, and she is Indiri, and the Adimo boy, which I can't remember his number without his um, thing on, and he is Cisco. Poor Cisco had a bracelet on, but one of my sixth graders took the bracelet off. Not happy about that, but it is what it is too. And then in the back is Farouk, and that's what I'm going to call him for now, for life of me. I could not decide on a name for this guy. I have to pick names that, for the most part, I'm going to remember. And that is what I'm going to call him. There's a whole story about that one, but whatever. So Indira is wearing a black dress that I made, one of the sweaters that I knit, some black tights, and a pair of those knit boots that match that sweater. Cisco has on a sweater I also knit and the blue jean pants that come with the boy dolls. And then Farouk has on a fleece turtleneck from that same winter toes, cool nose thing. And he also has on a pair of black pants I made from the Greatest Generation pattern. So, whew, that's a lot of dolls, not even counting the historicals. And that's all I'm going to go through for now. Just wanted to have a little something for to say Happy New Year's, wishing everyone in the best for 2026. I have lots of things that need to be done and lots of goals, and hopefully I'll have a chance to share them with you before January is out. Take care of yourself and have a great day.